Whatever happened to every number one overall pick since 2000? We've seen otherworldly talent, Super Bowl stardom, and yes, we've had some downright busts. So let's kick it off with the first overall pick in 2000.
Watch Courtney Brown, bull rush, just coming out of the gate, bang! And he is ambushed. Courtney Brown again! So the rookie first-round pick has broken out.
This was the pinnacle of Courtney Brown's NFL career. The defensive end out of Penn State was Cleveland's second straight number one overall pick after QB Tim Couch in 1999. Brown started in 16 games as a rookie, but failed to reach his potential in 5 forgettable seasons in Cleveland. He battled injuries throughout his career, totaling just 19 career sacks. Perhaps the greatest running QB in NFL history, Michael Vick was a revelation for the Falcons. Atlanta drafted the Virginia Tech star first overall in 2001. After sitting on the bench as a rookie, Vick quickly put his stamp on the league.
Vick on 2nd and 8, off the play fake, has some running room, inside the 30, inside the 20, Vick into the end zone, Falcons win in overtime.
Vick made 3 Pro Bowls with the Falcons and took them all the way to the NFC Championship game in 2004. In 2006, he set a then quarterback record with 1,039 rushing yards. After serving a 2-year jail sentence, Vick revived his career in Philly, making another Pro Bowl in 2010.
First play from about the 12, and there is Vick, as you talked about, John, rolling and launching downfield for Deshaun Jackson, who accelerates, caught the opening play, and all the way for a touchdown!
The expansion Houston Texans drafted their franchise quarterback first overall in 2002. The only problem was they couldn't protect him.
Carr pressured, down, and thrown down. Number 9 for the Charger defense on David Carr.
Fresno State's David Carr was sacked 249 times from 2002 to 2006, by far the most in the NFL. As expected, there were growing pains. He threw just 59 touchdowns against 65 interceptions in 5 seasons with Houston. After a 22-53 record with the Texans, Carr went on to serve as a backup with the Panthers, Giants, and 49ers.
Palmer wants the deep ball. Single coverage. Guess who? Touchdown!
USC star and Heisman Trophy winner Carson Palmer brought hope to a demoralized Bengals franchise. Palmer sat his rookie season but went off in year 2 with a league-high 32 touchdown passes. The 2003 number 1 pick made 2 Pro Bowls in Cincy, but the team couldn't find overall success in the 2000s. Palmer went 46-51 in 7 seasons with the Bengals. After a short stint in Oakland, he landed in Arizona, taking the Cardinals to the 2015 NFC Championship game. Palmer threw for over 4,600 yards and 35 touchdowns that season, both career bests.
Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet, airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree.
The legend of Eli Manning. You can't write the history of the NFL without him. Manning was drafted first overall in 2004 by the Chargers, who swapped him for Phillip Rivers. Eli wasn't the prolific passer that Peyton was, but every now and again the Giants quarterback provided a dose of magic in the biggest moments.
4-man rush. Eli throwing into traffic on the sideline. They're going to rule it a catch by Manningham.
Manning won 2 Super Bowls and finished his career top 10 all-time in passing yards, all while starting 210 consecutive regular season games. Alex Smith or Aaron Rodgers? That was the question heading into the 2005 NFL Draft. The 49ers gave Smith the nod, making him the team's first ever number 1 overall pick in the common draft era. The Utah product struggled early, winning just 11 of his first 30 games. Smith and the Niners finally saw their first dose of success under Jim Harbaugh in 2011.
Smith on 3rd down. He will take it himself for a first down and more. Alex Smith is in.
Smith went 13-3 in 2011, but was eventually replaced by Colin Kaepernick midway through the 2012 season. The 29-year-old was dealt to Kansas City, where he thrived under Andy Reid. Smith made 3 Pro Bowls in 5 seasons with the Chiefs before KC moved on to Patrick Mahomes. The journey didn't stop there, though, as he found his way to Washington. Smith suffered a career-threatening leg injury, but miraculously made it back to the field 2 years later.
Alex Smith, for the first time since November 18th, is back out here to play quarterback in the National Football League.
Houston shocked everyone when they took Mario Williams over Reggie Bush in 2006, but it turned out to be the right call as the NC State defensive end had a stellar run with the Texans. Williams went to 2 Pro Bowls and racked up 53 sacks in 6 seasons with the team.
Cutler sacked. The 3rd sack of the game for Mario Williams, who says, "Send me to the Pro Bowl."
Williams moved on to Buffalo as a free agent and made an instant impact. He totaled 38 sacks from 2012 to 2014, earning an All-Pro nod along the way. No prospect going into the 2007 draft was hotter than LSU quarterback JaMarcus Russell. With an absolute cannon for an arm, Russell's stock skyrocketed all the way to the #1 overall pick. At the urging of owner Al Davis, the Raiders took Russell and paired him with first-year head coach Lane Kiffin.
6'5½", 256 pounds. Folks, I've been on the record. Best physical skill set I've ever seen in my life.
And that's where things turned south. Russell went through a lengthy holdout, eventually signing the largest rookie contract in NFL history at the time. He received a 6-year, $68 million deal, appearing in just 4 games in 2007. Russell never got on track in Oakland, throwing just 18 touchdowns against 23 interceptions.
Russell, protection holds up, slings it right to Denver. Intercepted by Andre Goodman.
By year 3, Russell would show up to camp at over 300 pounds and was released by the Raiders in 2010. The Dolphins have selected first overall just once in franchise history. Back in 2008, Miami drafted tackle Jake Long to anchor their offensive line.
6'7", 313. You got to look at the arm length, 35 3/4. That's excellent. He's tough. He's physical. I think he's a Pro Bowl right tackle.
The Michigan product was an instant success, earning a trip to the Pro Bowl in each of his first 4 seasons. Led by a more physical approach, the Dolphins went from 1-15 in 2007 to 11-5 in 2008. Long was a rock on Miami's O-line, starting his first 61 games, but he battled injuries at the end of his career, landing on 4 different teams before retiring in 2017.
40 yards. And here is Stafford's pass, and Calvin Johnson. No timeouts left. Time is running. They're at the 1, and Stafford says, "Come on in." Reaches over. Touchdown!
The Lions found their franchise quarterback in 2009, selecting Georgia's Matthew Stafford first overall. The young quarterback battled injuries his first 2 years, starting just 13 games, but after that, 8 straight seasons without missing a game. Stafford and Calvin Johnson provided legendary highlights for a decade. Stafford produced 38 game-winning drives from 2009 to 2020, second most in the NFL in that span.
1 yard to gain. Throw. Touchdown, Detroit.
But Detroit could never put together a playoff run. Stafford won just 45% of his games before getting traded to the Rams in 2021. Speaking of the Rams, they made Oklahoma quarterback Sam Bradford their #1 pick in 2010. Bradford won a Heisman at Oklahoma before signing a rookie record $76 million deal with St. Louis. The young quarterback didn't have much to work with in the passing game, producing 5 inconsistent seasons with the Rams.
Play action for Bradford going downfield, and the pass is caught. Touchdown, Chris Gibbons. Bradford's pass, and it's intercepted by Malcolm Jenkins. Bradford misses him. Jenkins all the way for the touchdown.
Bradford was eventually traded to the Eagles and Vikings before signing a 1-year, $20 million deal with Arizona in 2018. Bradford's contract success is unquestioned, but his on-field performance never met expectations as he failed to win more than 7 games in any season.
Newton running. Newton gets to the corner. Cam down the sideline. Cam Newton. Hesitation. Still on his feet. Cam Newton. Touchdown, Carolina. What a play.
Cam Newton was an immediate star after the Panthers took him #1 in 2011. The former Heisman winner set a quarterback record with 14 rushing scores, taking home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. Cam made 3 Pro Bowls in his first 5 seasons. He led Carolina to the playoffs 4 times, winning an MVP in the process.
They continue to run him. He is in for the touchdown!
Newton totaled 45 touchdowns in 2015 and took Carolina to its 2nd ever Super Bowl, but his mobility would take its toll as injuries ultimately slowed him down by age 30. Cam was released by the Panthers in 2020 and went on to sign a free agent deal with New England. Andrew Luck was as close to a no-brain #1 pick as it gets. One of the highest-rated prospects in draft history, he was selected by the Colts, who had just parted ways with future Hall of Famer Peyton Manning. All Luck did was make 3 straight Pro Bowls to start his career, not to mention also leading one of the greatest playoff comebacks in NFL history.
Already 2 touchdowns for Brown, and they give it to him again.
And he fumbles the ball, and Luck is there to pick it up and go over the goal line.
Steps up.
Long look, and he's got Hilton for the touchdown.
Luck went 11-5 in each of his first 3 seasons, throwing a league-high 40 touchdowns in 2014. But a collection of major injuries would slow his progression down. He missed the entire 2017 campaign with a bad shoulder. He came back in 2018, leading the Colts to the postseason with 39 touchdowns. But by 2019, it was over. Luck had announced his retirement at age 29.
This is not an easy decision. Honestly, it's the hardest decision of my life. But it is the right decision for me.
One of the weaker draft classes in recent memory featured a semi-surprise at #1. New Chiefs coach Andy Reid took offensive tackle Eric Fisher. The Central Michigan product became the first player from the MAC to be selected 1st overall.
We're talking about 6'6", 306 pounds. His pass pro is easy.
After struggling early in his career, Fisher has turned it around in the Patrick Mahomes era. 2 Pro Bowl appearances in his last 3 seasons and a touchdown catch to boot.
Here's Mahomes trying to set it up. Oh. The big fella, Eric Fisher, the left tackle, eligible and then some.
But the Chiefs released the veteran tackle after the 2020 season when Fisher suffered a torn Achilles in KC's playoff run. 8 years after taking a defensive end 1st overall, the Texans were back at it with Jadeveon Clowney. The South Carolina lineman possessed a rare mix of size, speed, and power. And oh yeah, he could also do this.
Pressure! Clowney just dives in! Hits the defender, the ball's on the ground!
Houston paired Clowney with J.J. Watt to form what many thought would be the most dominant pass-rushing tandem of the decade. Unfortunately, a knee injury slowed Clowney's progression early in his career, but he rebounded with 3 straight Pro Bowls from 2016 to 2018.
And just a 3-man rush, and that's enough to get to him.
Clowney was traded to Seattle after 5 seasons. He then signed with Tennessee in 2020. While he's been productive, Clowney hasn't exactly been the dominant NFL pass rusher you'd expect from a #1 pick. The D-end hasn't produced double-digit sacks in any season. Fast forward to 2015, where the question was Winston or Mariota. Tampa Bay elected to go with the FSU quarterback and the 2013 Heisman Trophy winner. Winston made the Pro Bowl as a rookie, throwing for over 4,000 yards. In fact, he averaged 3,800 or more yards through the air in his first 3 seasons.
A lot of those principles here. Winston, nice job to avoid the blitzing Keanu Neal. Now launches one, and it is caught!
Winston led the NFL in passing yards in 2019, but couldn't evade the costly interceptions. His 30 picks were the most by any quarterback since Vinny Testaverde in 1988.
Only 3 points scored in the entire half. An interception for a touchdown. It's Debo Jones.
He became the first QB to throw 30-plus TDs and 30-plus interceptions in a season, which perfectly encapsulates his roller coaster play in his career. Winston signed with the Saints in 2020 as a backup to Drew Brees. Another pair of quarterbacks were up for debate in 2016 with Jared Goff and Carson Wentz. The Rams held the 1st overall pick and chose Goff to lead a new era in LA. After a rough rookie campaign, Goff broke out in 2017, leading the Rams to an 11-4 record. He took it a step further in 2018, making his second straight Pro Bowl with over 4,600 yards and 32 touchdown passes.
By Mackenzie Alexander.
Cooks might have gotten away with a false start there. They didn't throw the flag. Now in the end zone. Come on!
Goff and the Rams went all the way to Super Bowl 53, and that's where the fun stopped. While LA was solid in 2019 and 2020, Goff couldn't quite get his talented team over the hump. The Rams traded the 26-year-old quarterback for veteran Matthew Stafford in early 2021.
Watson to throw on first down, running out of time, and goes down back at the 36-yard line. That was Myles Garrett.
Since being drafted #1 overall in 2017, Myles Garrett has been a force on the Browns' D-line. The former Texas A&M Aggie has amassed the 5th most sacks in the NFL since 2017. Garrett has earned 2 Pro Bowl selections and was named first-team All-Pro in 2020. Garrett looks to be a perennial contender for NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Jump ahead to 2018 with the Browns again at the #1 spot. In a year where 5 quarterbacks went off the board in round 1, Cleveland went all in on Baker Mayfield.
And Mayfield stepping up because he sees something deep. He does, and the ball is going to be caught. Touchdown by Jarvis Landry.
Mayfield provided a spark the Browns hadn't seen in years. In 2018, he threw for a then rookie record 27 touchdowns. After a step back in 2019, the Browns were revived under new coach Kevin Stefanski in 2020.
You got to watch Landry down the seam.
Mayfield towards the end zone. It is caught. Was he in? Yes!
Mayfield produced his most efficient season yet with a 26-8 touchdown to interception ratio. Cleveland went 11-5, upsetting the rival Steelers in the wild card round. Kyler Murray became the 3rd OU quarterback taken first overall since 2000. The Cardinals drafted him just 1 year after selecting quarterback Josh Rosen in the top 10. Murray did not disappoint though, putting up more than 4,200 total yards as a rookie.
Quick snap, Murray keeps. Kyler Murray with a first down. Kyler Murray to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Murray made a huge jump in year 2 with 37 total touchdowns and over 800 rushing yards. The future is bright in Arizona when Murray is making plays like this.
Murray out of the pocket. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Murray heaves it downfield. It's caught! It is caught! Miraculous!
A few months removed from a Heisman Trophy and a national title, Joe Burrow added #1 pick to his resume. The Bengals took the LSU quarterback with hopes of a 2020s revival. Burrow was the clear-cut starter from day one.
Here comes the quarterback, Burrow, looking for a block, and he got it up in the front by Hopkins into the end zone. Touchdown!
Though the Bengals struggled, Burrow produced with nearly 2,700 yards in his first 10 starts. He was on pace to set a rookie record for passing yards until a brutal knee injury ended his season early. Assuming Burrow is back to full strength, there should be high hopes in Cincy once again.